What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and a lot of people they don't get it. They really don't get it. They don't understand 50 Cent. I've been knowing guys like 50 Cent for years. I've seen thousands of them, but they sprinkled here and there. They very far few in between. The thing about 50 Cent is this. 50 is one of those guys that are from a different era of the way things are done. If you're loyal to him, he will be loyal to you. But the thing is, there are rules. And where he looks at things and the way he takes things very personal. And that's kind of the same way I moved. But now I'm older. I'm able not to care as much anymore. But when I was younger, I was just like this. I didn't take betrayal too well, or what I thought was betrayal, because I was raised from a whole different perspective, being raised in the city. When you're raised in the city, there's rules that's not taught or spoken, anything. Just from being in the city, there are rules that you know just from learning of being in the city. You know these are rules. Nobody had to put them on a piece of paper to say these are the rules. You just know what to do and what not to do. And being that they are from the streets, they should know these rules. When I moved out here to the burbs area, and when people didn't move or react or do things the way that I like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not how you supposed to do that. You know, my reaction was based on one that would happen in the city. It just happened in the city. So immediately I turned, the claws come out. You know, and they're like, whoa, 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 it's not that serious. Because to them, it isn't that serious. They don't see the threat. And it's similar with 50 Cent. He's still playing by those rules and living by those rules. No matter where he's at with money, there are certain rules you don't do. Now with this Trav and Slowbucks situation, you know, it's a situation where it should never have even come to fruition. And the reason I say that is because they should have known better. Y'all know Fifth. Y'all know how he acts. Y'all know how he gets down. You know how he reacts. He takes things very personal. And when you disrespect people like that, this is how it all breaks down. Because Trav when 50 was having a situation with with G Unit, Trav thought I should talk about this on Twitter. Fifth, this had nothing to do with Trav. He just wanted to put his 2 cents out there and let it be known. And what he did was expose himself to 50's wrath. And by doing that, you basically just jumped yourself off a bridge. And this is somebody y'all got in the game through 50. And then Trav is thinking like, man, like, Fifth, you turned your back on us and all that. So you wanted to go on Twitter and talk to Fifth with disrespect. So when he saw you when you hanging with Meek Mills and all them dudes, and you see Fifth, you thought Fifth wasn't going to react a certain way? Like it's a game with him? You see, you were around him, so you knew better. And at this time, Slowbucks, who was also a guy that Trav them know, that's Slow and Buck and all them two, they formed the company Slowbucks Clothing. It's that ridiculous, ugly looking clothing line they got that mostly young people wear. So, you know, that's their style, that's their style. You will never see me in a Slowbucks shirt. So, anyway, Slowbucks, you know, he made some success with his shirts. 50 backed him and everything. He even wore one of the ugly shirts to show him support. So, you know, he from the hood. And he even had Slowbucks come out there doing what they doing a show or whatever. And he got his the boxing event thing they do up in Queens. What's that called? A Big Apple Boxing back when he was promoting. Then Trav come out with this video and got the "This is 50" chain around his neck, and he flaunting it in the video, swinging it and what's not. And he got a song dissing 50. And Slowbucks is in the damn video like a dumbass. And Slowbucks is not thinking. You know, he's not thinking 50 is the same 50 he used to be. He thinking 50's Hollywood for some dumbass reason. Now, if you know Trav and 50 got a problem, even if, you know, Trav say, man, come get in this video, and it's a video dissing 50, you gotta know, hey, this ain't a good move for me. I think I better take a step back. But this fool go even further. He put out a photo, Slowbucks does. And he's got Marquise in there. He's got Trav. All of them taking a picture with 50 Cent's son, Marquise. And they gonna say, oh, well, you know, we've been knowing Marquise, man. Marquise and I've been tight for years since he was a little dude, man. That's little Marquise, man. Nobody buying that. Nobody buying that. What this is, and what this is, that photo meant to 50 Cent is, you declaring war on me. And you gonna take a picture of my son and put it on the internet. What people gonna think? So it was on. And 50 even told him this picture was a bad idea. When 50 talks short like that, it's going to be a problem. But for some dumb reason, Slowbuck, not Trav, Slowbuck dumb self, was up there with 50 thinking it was all good at Hot 97 Summer Jam in 2014. Y'all remember that. He thought it'd be a good idea to go up there with 50 and be there with everybody. He thinking everything is everything, so he can get his usual Slowbucks cameo on and put his face up in the screen. And some guys put their hands on him, touched him up a little bit, and robbed him of his chains on stage. We saw the incident. 50 didn't know anything about it. He was performing. Then stupid Slowbucks, he does the dummy and hires the dumbest lawyer in mankind history with this fake press conference where no lawsuits are filed. He's just talking about this is an attack on Slowbucks' brand. Let's listen to this dumb, idiotic lawyer. I would have fired this dude. This guy looks like the worst case lawyer you could ever get for any situation whatsoever. And this is after his chains rocked. And he got himself beat on. Now he wants to blame 50 for it and hold an investigation into 50. Let's listen to this dumb attorney.
But another faction had something else in mind. They had negativity in mind, violence, hostility. Here, Slowbucks, what happened on Sunday would have brought us back 20 years if we weren't dealing with a warrior like Slowbucks. True warriors have the strength to react with honor. It's easy and cheap to react with violence. Here, Slowbucks walked a straight line. He had the courage and the strength to come here and remind everyone that no matter how rich or powerful some might become, how popular they may be, they still are not above the law. We are going to do justice for Slowbucks for what was really happening, what was really behind the assault and the theft to a guy that was alone at a celebration. He was jumped by a bunch of guys that had one thing in mind: to try to hurt his brand. They know he's the founder of Slowbucks, the #1 urban brand on the rise today. And they want to hurt that brand. And they're trying to hurt that brand. And we're going to put an end to that. And we're here. I'm a trademark attorney. I'm a copyright attorney. I fight unfair competition. There is nothing worse than competition where your competitors try to hurt you when you're alone in the public eye with a gang of people that they are with. So this is not good. Slowbucks stands for unity, for peace, for going to kids in inner city communities and telling them that they can do it too.
This guy should have been fired. I will spare y'all the rest of listening to this moron, but he should have been fired. First of all, you're addressing this man as Slowbucks, and not by his legal name. I can count probably how many times he said Slowbucks. Now that Slowbucks and everybody else is, where they was at, the situation is not going to go down. It's not going to die down because Slowbucks and the rest of these guys, Trav them, they're stupid. You at war with somebody who's a figurehead. He's a celebrity. You guys are basically trying to get yourself on late in the game. Slowbucks had something going with his clothing line. You just do that. All this other stuff is stupid. It'll die over. It's social media. This stuff fades away. And nobody buying your clothes ain't gonna stop buying your clothes because you got whooped up on stage. You got whooped up on stage because you stupid. You real stupid. You was asleep on the streets. How did you not know you was gonna get your ass whooped that night? How would you feel that was okay? After break, listen to this video, Slowbucks. Somebody should play this video for Slowbucks and just gave you a series of events of you gonna get your ass whooped on that night when you showed up on that stage. Nothing that was going down with 50 was going to be on a positive note. You should have known that. And I know 50 probably told him, that's his MO. He loves to tell you. You just probably wasn't listening. 50 probably said, "Hey, Slow, listen to me. I have less compassion than actually a human being. You know that. So, when it comes to another situation where you guys feel like you're in a position to take a shot at me, ask yourself this: is it really a good idea? And if he hits you with that, then something finna happen. If he talk real short and then he ain't talking no more, you got a problem. You should know that. That's what I do. I know that. If I talk really short to you, yeah, we got a problem.